Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this fifth day of March 2015, Thursday afternoon? I just want to, I told y'all I was going to make this video that I was going to ask y'all the question, are you balanced? And what are the four elements of human manifestation? I'm going to explain to you what does that mean. Okay. All right. Okay. The reason why I asked you that question is that, God told me about this question when I was, in my hospital, my hospital, laying in the hospital bed and trying to, get rid of all those toxins and poisonous, from my medication overdose, couple of days, couple of Saturdays back. And when I asked God about this, I was like, "Well, I'm here. Everything happened for a reason." I woke up in the middle of the night and I just draw this diagram out and everything, and all of a sudden, like, okay, I figured it out. I'm out of balance, and there are four elements of human manifestation, which is your spiritual, which is your mental, your emotions, and your physical. Okay. Now, above that, for your spiritual is air, because air helps us breathe. It helps us calm us down. Breathe in, breathe out. Get the oxygen air into our lungs, bloodstream, the whole nine. Okay. Our mental. Okay. Mental is which is your water, because water is very calm and peaceful. When you're going, when you're sailing on the lakefront beaches, not beaches, oceans. But you're gonna have those rough seas. Those um rough seas, high waves. The whole nine. Um, that's what those positive and negative thoughts in your mind and everything. Now, your emotions was your fire. People have a tendency, they want to get upset. They want to, argue the first thing that has happened to them. Because with fire, when you let the fire grow, 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 it's gonna spread out. It's gonna spread out. It's gonna affect everyone. But you can control that fire, by bringing your emotions down. Calming things down. All right. And last but not least, is earth, which is your physical. Because earth, has hills, valleys, strong hills, valleys, you know, mountains, rocks, soil, everything that's surrounding the earth that makes earth strong. But with earth, you have bad things around, such as, natural disasters, your hurricanes, typhoons, snowstorms, earthquakes, war, poverty, drugs, violence, racism. The same thing with the physical aspect, because we're so focused on the outside appearance, but we're not so in tune with our internal appearance, that affects us, with the high blood pressure, the diabetes, cancer, mental illness, um, those perspectives. So in order for you, to become balanced, you need to attach those four elements. Now, I also ask the people, what happens if you take, air out the equation? When you take air out the equation, you can't breathe. That's your spiritual. Now, when you take your spiritual out, that's where negative, negativity comes into play. Toxic people, the devil, evil spirits, and like I said, the devil is not that dumb. He's not going to take all three, the rest of the elements out. He's gonna take the other elements one by one, and have those elements going against each other. Okay, so that's why your spiritual, your air, that is your last lifeline. In order for you, to to be, to get yourself back to being balanced and everything. And like I said, I forgot to it. There's one thing I forgot to add. In the middle, in those four elements is self. And the thing is, you have to pull yourself back to see what's going on, to to reassess, what stages of your elements is out of whack or out of balance. Now, you can use those four elements in different, any type of, scenarios, um, what you're going through, such as, okay, I'll give you a prime example. You have two couples, one who is unbalanced, the other person who is unbalanced as well too. When you have two people who are unbalanced, that's going to cause chaos. That's what's going to cause arguments. That's what's going to cause, hate amongst each other, which is going to lead to divorce and everything. Now, when you have a person who is balanced and the other person who is unbalanced, the person who is balanced needs to pull that person back to see, what's wrong with this person, and say like, okay, honey, or whatever, whatever you call your significant other, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna figure out why you're this way, so we can get you back being balanced. Now, if the other person who is unbalanced say, I don't want your help, blah blah blah, this, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The person who is unbalanced either A, need to tell the person who is unbalanced, say, you know what, I'm not going to argue with you or anything. You need to figure out what's going on with you, so you can fix what's going on. Or B, if the person who is unbalanced, the person who is balanced stays in that relationship, they're going to go from being balanced to unbalanced within a split second. Okay. Now, if you have two people who are balanced and they know each other left and right, up and down, yin and yang, night and day, light and dark, and this, that, and the other, they're going to have a good, a very stable, good relationship. Now, I'm not talking about perfection. I'm talking about being balanced. People thinking that being balanced is, oh, I have a great job, oh, I have money, this, that, and the other. That's not balance. Balance is more, it's everything as a whole. Your spiritual, your mental, your emotions, your physical. Because it doesn't matter if you have all those things, because if you're not in tune with your spirituality, if you're not in tune mentally, if you're not in tune emotionally, physically, all those things, all those material things, it's not going to, it wouldn't matter. All right. What else I want to? Oh, then someone asked me, what happens if you have two people who are unbalanced who wants to be balanced? No, good question. Now, if the two couples want to be balanced, they just have to take step by steps, in order to do that. Now, people don't want to focus like, I want to go straight to physical. No, you have to go step by step. So you want to get your spiritual, in check, in tune. We want to get your spirituality back. That's the first thing. The second thing is get your mental in line, because without your mental, it defeats the whole purpose. So we're gonna go straight to your spiritual, connect with your mental. The spiritual is going to help the mental get those back in line. Once the spiritual mental connect with each other, the spiritual and mental is going to go with the emotions, which is going to heal the emotions, get that back. Now, your physical, that's going to be the last thing, because the physical is going to heal. It's definitely going to heal because of the things, the person went through. Now, once you have all those in tune, then you are balanced. Then you can spread your balance to others as well too. And the thing is that we want to hate on the person. We always want to show, I got this better than you, or I'm this and that and the other. But the thing is, ask yourself, this question: are you balanced? Does that make you feel better that you have all the money in the world, that you have the most beautiful person that you with? Does that make you balanced as a person? You have to look deep down inside, do some soul searching for that, because I admit to I'm admit to it, because I was out of balance, ever since I joined the service and everything. It got me out of balance, because you're trying to adjust, you know life after the military, and going back to the in the civilian world. So I'm definitely, was into I was out of bounds, and I admit to that. Not many people will do that, but 9 times out of 10 they are out of bounds. But like I said, y'all, so just ask yourself this, you know, say like, am I balanced? And once you do that, you'll notice things are going to start to change. They're going to start to change, and they're going to start to change. Instead of, worry about, this person did to you, or this, that, and the other. How about, show forgiveness? Yeah, I know it's easy said and done, because people don't want to believe that. But ask yourself this: when you leave this earth, when you go up to the heavens, God's going to ask you, did you give forgiveness? It's not going to be like, well, he started this, she started this. I'm going to ask, did you show forgiveness? Did you show love? Did you help your fellow man or woman? So, that's pretty much it, you all. Like I said, I'm taking step by steps. I'm just getting back, getting healed, and the whole nine. So, with that being said, thank you all for the love, the support, and the encouragement. Until then, God bless you all. Have a great afternoon, and be blessed, and love one another. Love thy neighbor.